Okay.
What's your name?
It's called Would You Mind?
Ladies and gentlemen, live on Sweet 100, the Math English Duo.
When I first laid eyes on you, you took my breath away. I imagined all the things that I could do to make you mine someday. And I got to know you better, and I couldn't believe that a gorgeous person like you could have a gorgeous personality. And I couldn't help but ask you, would you mind if I kissed you? And would you look in my eyes the way I want you to? And would you mind if I told you that I think that I'm falling in love with you? When you first came into my life, I wish that you would stay. If only you could see a big part of me, I wouldn't have to say that I wish you knew me better. And I wish you believed that if circumstance were different, I'd never leave you standing. I'd love you for eternity. And I couldn't help but ask you, would you mind if I kissed you? And would you look in my eyes the way I want you to? And would you mind if I told you that I think that I'm falling in love? And I don't know if I could have a chance with someone like you, but I find it easy to believe that you're just out of my league. I can't let you go without taking a chance. I've got nothing to lose. If you walk away, I will still love you. If you go away, I will still love you anyway. Would you mind if I kissed you? Would you mind if I told you? Would you mind if I kissed you? And would you look in my eyes the way I want you to? And would you mind if I told you that I think that I'm falling in love with you?
That was absolutely beautiful. We'll be back.
Let the festival begin! Ultimate Publishing Company Limited present Before the Rain 2025. Yes, 2 days, Saturday 24th and Sunday 25th May 2025 at the Nallis Amphitheatre, Abercrombie Street, Port of Spain. Food, drinks and local music at its finest. Bring your cushions and soak up the flip side of the local music industry. On Saturday, Sidekick, Envy, Chromatics, the Supernormal Band, Reed's Music, The Anarchists, Mighty, Max and English, Just I, Diamond Mind, and joining the lineup, Pooty and Soulfish, also special appearance by Grady. On Sunday, Ruth Osmond, Solomon, Anton Dial, Shantwell, Joseph, Panvision, Michael Boothman featuring Salcedo, Panvision, Darren Ellis, Bernadine B. Harry, Alethea, Luna. Yes, the future has definitely started, and yes, we love local. Gates open 3 p.m. Showtime 6 p.m. Entry $200 one person, 300 two persons. Ultimate Publishing Company Limited present Before the Rain 2025.
Well, sometimes they say before the rain, but sometimes it's written B4D Rain 2025. It's 2 wonderful evenings, 24th and 25th. And the finest talent in Trinidad and Tobago, as you just heard. Ladies and gentlemen, $200 per person, $300 per couple. So if you meet someone, if you're riding solo and you meet someone who's riding solo as well, make a friend and save $100 on entry. Ladies and gentlemen, with us in studio, Shiva, Seebaransingh, and Caroline Singh. And if you were listening a short while ago, an absolutely beautiful song called Would You Mind? No doubt you all will do that on Saturday because you all are performing on the 24th.
Yes.
Yes? And how did you all get involved? Well, with the festival.
Well, Shiva, you go ahead.
Well, I saw my old band Epitaph performing there last year, and I was thinking, shucks, maybe if someday I could do that too. So when I saw the other, it's coming around again, I just went online, look it up, realized that you have to register online. I told Caroline and I talked about it and registered online, and then.
Did you all have to submit a piece of music or anything like that for them
Yes.
to approve you all to get into the festival?
We had to send links to all our
Okay, some of
whatever
your
footage.
performances.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and then they contacted out of the blue about a month or 2 months later. I got a call from them saying that they want to consider us for the show, but we need to show them some footage or show them what originals we have. So
Because it's very catered to like original music because they want to, I guess, showcase the artists and what they bring to the table, not just on a cover in a cover scenario.
So this song is on the internet, on TikTok and on YouTube. So I send them the link.
So how have the performances been going for you all in the 2 years that you all have been a duo?
Well, we're kind of now coming out of it, now coming out of it. And Shiva was, he never stopped playing music, so he's more well known, but I was maybe like in hiding, being a mother, taking care of kids and stuff like that.
You spoke about Parang.
Yes.
Were you with an official group? Or?
Yes, well, there was a band in Chaguanas, that's where I'm from, called Los Amigos de Música, and I used to play with that band. It was a small band, but I guess it was kind of well known, a little bit well known, I think, in Chaguanas, but it wasn't like a big Parang band. Yeah.
And how long have you been singing otherwise? He's been playing, you said 19 years?
No.
Or you said something
35 years playing guitar, but been in Infernal Death for 19.
Oh yes, okay. So 35 years, but you look like 35.
Thanks.
Well, I actually, when I left sixth form, which was how many years? 40 years ago? Yeah. I was, the first band I joined was a Parang band, and then we went to Canada for a year, and I was singing in a band called Tropical Fever, where we sang mostly 90% Caribbean music.
40 years, you say?
Yeah.
Well, you have a very youthful spirit.
Thank you.
And I wish you long life and just maintain that beautiful voice of yours. And I was saying off air, just because of what I heard a little while ago, I will seriously consider coming on May 24th to the show.
Thank you.
Seriously. Because, I mean,
Thank you.
I always wonder why local music, and I don't like to term it as local because what I just heard could have stood up on any international stage.
She has a world music song, an awesome song.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And which you all will be doing on Saturday?
Yes.
On the 24th?
Yes.
You know what? I'm going to encourage my wife.
So vibe to it.
I am going to encourage my wife to come with me, and we'll sit in the amphitheater. We'll walk with our cushions as they say we should do, and they say lots of food and drinks, and lots of creative juices will be flowing on the Saturday, along with the math English duo. There's sidekick Envy, Chromatics, the Supernormal Band, Ree's Music, Potty, and the Soulfish. I like that name. And I also mentioned last week when I interviewed Rubadiri Victor that I liked the math and English, but I was curious to find out what it was exactly. The Anarchist will also be performing, Matey, Just I, and that's just the Saturday lineup. On Sunday, Bernadine Bihari, Alethea, Deron Ellis, he's a panist vocalist, Pan Vision, Michael Boothman, who will be joining us tomorrow, and he features Salcedo, Joseph Shantwell, Solomon, Anton Dial, Ruth Osmond, who I absolutely love, Luna, and that's the Sunday lineup. And what a lineup for the 2 days of local music. Come on, people, the future of local music has definitely started, and we have that platform. Let's go out and support, and well, I hope things will take off from there. I know this is just the second year of the festival, but so far it's sounding really good, and thank you all for coming through. Is there anything you'd like to leave our audience with before we wrap up this interview?
I want to say hi to my family. Hello, Donna, Arif, and Vedan.
Donna is the person you wrote Would You Mind for?
Yes.
I hear. She's a lucky gal. Well, thank you guys, and I'm looking forward to it, and we'll see you all on May 24th for sure. All right?
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've been inside with Sweet 100 and the Ultimate Publishing Company Limited Before the Rain, and we will do more tomorrow as we'll be featuring more artists and more information on the show, which is May 24th and 25th. Remember, it's not a competition. Art does not compete. The hosting company is Ultimate Publishing Company Limited, and they are featuring artists and bands who can hold their own on any stage anywhere in the world, and they'll be performing original music, maybe along with some covers, who knows, but we'll see how it goes. And we thank the Ultimate Publishing Company for being part of the Smooth Overdrive here on Sweet 100, 100.1 FM.
The most incredibly, amazingly sweet people station, Sweet 100 FM. The sweetest hits guaranteed.